Now, if you're planning to come to the UK, for you to fall under this work visa, you need to work a certain hour. You need to earn a certain amount of money. So what is happening these days is that there are lots of students. So these jobs, people don't really meet up to that amount of hours and pay they should get. So many agencies have been investigated and realized that. Hi beautiful people, welcome back again to my YouTube channel. If today is your first time here, my name is Stella. If you have not subscribed to my channel, what are you waiting for? Please do not forget to like, subscribe and share my videos. Click on the notification bell to get notified whenever I post any new video. And for my returning subscribers, you guys are the real G. Thank you guys for the love. Thank you guys for the support. Honestly, I really do appreciate. So on this channel, I talk about my life here in the UK, what is happening around me, and I share information. So in today's video, I am going to be talking about these agencies that their license have been suspended. So for those of you planning to come to the UK, so some person will be like, okay, I got COS. Some person say I'm waiting for my COS. Like there's so many things happening online or happening these days. So now I am going to go straight to the point because I don't want this video to be too long. Like I just want to go straight to the point. If you plan to come to the UK this 2023, there's so many updates. They said no more recruitment from red list, no more recruitment from overseas, no more recruitment from this and that. Now, if you go online, you see different things. You see care job with visa sponsorship, apply from overseas. But we all know that it's difficult to get job from outside the UK. For those of you that don't know, I'm a Nigerian living here in the UK. I'm a UK healthcare assistant. So I know how challenging this visa sponsorship can be. I have met lots of people at work. I've asked lots of questions and everybody with their own different experience. As at last year, this job was not like this. They were recruiting, there were jobs everywhere. But this year, this 2023, honestly, things are now becoming very tight for international recruitment. Yes. So now, most of these agencies charge. Most of these people coming to this UK 2023, most of them paid to get this job. So now, what is happening here in the UK? Most of them come here stranded. There's no job. At the end of the day, some of these agencies would not expect you to hustle and meet up to that hour. Now, if you're planning to come to the UK, for you to fall under this work visa, you need to work a certain hour. You need to earn a certain amount of money. As of last year, it was different. I think I made a video where I said the code was removed because they increased the pay. And every April here in the UK, they increase wage. They increase their minimum wage. Not as if it's a lot, it's just with some few pence. But anyways, they shall increase their wage every April. So every April is more of like their new year. So they increase their minimum wage. So now they expect you to make higher money. And if you notice this day, they are recruiting a lot of senior carers. And that is why I always encourage people to have your NVQ. Because with NVQ, you have high chances of getting a better pay. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? So now, most of these people enter the country want to say they'll come agency. And now, agency work is different from a care home. Agency, they'll send you different care homes. Do you understand? While domiciliary is the one you go house by house. Now, there are agencies that have domiciliary recruitment. I don't know if you understand what I'm trying to say. There's some agencies that don't have domiciliary recruitment. So domiciliary recruitment is one that you go house by house, which are agencies that will still recruit you to send you different homes. There's a different agency again that will send you to go to this care home. You should work in this care home. They have contract with the care home. So their work is to supply carers to this particular care homes. So their work now is to supply carers because some of these care homes, they are so, I don't want to say lazy. They just don't have the time to, sort out emails, sort out who is qualified for this job, sort out lots of things. So they just prefer the agencies to do that. So they pay agency on your behalf and the agency will now pay you. So what is happening these days is that there are lots of students. So these jobs, people don't really meet up to that amount of hours and pay they should get. Now, so many agencies have been investigated and realized that they don't even have job. Now, there's some part of the UK that they are really short of carers. There's somewhere in the UK that they are dominated by the English people that they need carers. That place in fact, that kind of place you not even see African store. Like I've been to a place where there's no single African store. I was like, even salon, there's nothing. No salon, no food. You can never see anything in Africa. You have to either travel to Leeds or just go to the neighboring town or city. So there's some places that they don't have carers. So that kind of places, they obviously need carers, but there are not a lot of carers there. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? So now in all this open place, go to this place, go to that place, there are lots of carers. So there are not much jobs there. So now sometimes this agency will tell you there's no job, but if you pay this money, we're going to give you COS. then you will hustle the job yourself. If you're watching this, honestly, do not sign that agreement. Now I'm going to tell you the reason why you should not sign that agreement. Some of them will frustrate you because they will tell you you need to meet up to that hours, you need to meet up to that work. So now you're hustling to get up to that amount of hours so that you have a valid visa. Because if you don't have, home office will start investigating, why is this person not making this amount? This is the agreement, this is what you're supposed to have every week, this is what you're supposed to get paid every month, either higher or this. So for example, if you're meant to be getting 1,004 or 1,005 every month, they expect you to get that 1,005 or above. But if you start getting 1,800, 1,800 or 400 sometimes, 800 sometimes, this is not the agreement, and that is not on the code on the website. That is not what they say you should have. Do you understand? So now when this agency, their license are being suspended, it's affecting you. Yes, you can be getting shit from other agencies, it's true though, but if anything happened to the agency, it's definitely going to affect you. And this is what is happening to lots of agencies. Some agencies don't even have license yet. They will still be collecting money because they are expecting positive feedback from the home office. Like, I don't understand how these agencies work. Like, honestly, care work is business. It's real business. Some of them don't have the license. They will not tell you, okay, pay money, and as soon as you get license, we now employ you. So I'm going to tell you the truth. Some of them don't have work. There's no job. And I'll say this again. It depends on the location. So if you're in all this open location that you know that there are people, in fact, they are like mixed race in that particular city or town, just know that there are high chances that there will not be job. I don't know if you understand what I'm trying to say. Let me repeat it again. If you see an agency recruiting in a particular city or town and there are high numbers of people from different countries, like people from Africa, people from Pakistan, I mean like Asian people, Filipinos and all of that, just know that there are high chances that there might not be enough job there in that city or town, honestly speaking. But when you go to a particular town and you research, because I mean, there's Google there for you to type in, and they say that we are looking for a senior carer in this particular place, and you check and you realize there are lots of English people there. There's high chances that there will be lots of job. I have seen somebody, I'm going to make a video on that. I have seen somebody that is working and he's even tired. The only thing that keeps him going is because of the money he gets paid. Like you see, when he's working at this point, that there's no carer. They're still short of staff. I was like, they still short of care. When I'm seeing a lot of people at my workplace, they'll be like, oh, this is just my second shift, or this is my first shift for this week. Now I don't have any money. You know, people complaining, and you're there telling me that you guys are short of staff. I say, yes, they are short of staff. I was like, this is unbelievable. And when you now realize the location of this person, you realize that this person is just in a I don't even know how to explain it. All I'm trying to say, just realize that they are dominated by the English people. You just realize there are lots of English people there. You not see a lot of mixed race, you not see a lot of Africans, you not see a lot of Indians. This kind of place, if you go there on the road stuff, you just see that it's just you that is the African person walking on the street. So that kind of place, they are always looking for carers. And that kind of place, that's where most of them, they'll be like, when I retire, I want to go to the seaside, I want to go to this particular place, because that is where they see lots of their own people there. So that people don't like going there, because I mean, everybody wants to go to where they will see their fellow African person, where they will see their fellow Asian persons, or stuff like that, because sometimes people believe that people there are racist. So now, I don't care whether you're racist or not racist. I'll always say, you just do your job and go. So some persons used to feel like people there are racist. Some persons will like, if you have not met someone that don't like certain people from a particular country, you don't understand. You don't understand what it's like. So they'll be like, oh no, I don't want to live in a community like that, because they believe that they are more dominated by the English people. When I mean by English people, I mean like the real UK citizens. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. So that kind of place, you're going to see jobs. So that is why I'm telling you that before you sign any agreement, if the agency tell you that there's no job, honestly, don't stress yourself, go and look for another job. I always tell people, watch from people's experience. When you tell people that this is what is happening in the UK, they'll tell you, why are you discouraging us? Why are you saying all of this? Not knowing that you should learn and prepare yourself, for whatever comes your way. Now, I cannot make you not to come to UK. And now, if you go online, you're going to see people still recruiting, their care homes recruiting, their agency recruiting, but it's left for you to make the decision yourself. Learn from people's experience. Watch people's video. People tell you, this is what I'm facing. You'll be like, this person do, they do. You all need to chill. Learn from people's experience. Honestly speaking, I feel the need to make this video because I've seen lots of persons that are coming to the UK. They'll be like, we don't know that this is what's happening. We don't know that there's no job. We don't know that this and that one. I've gotten an interview, but this person has not called me yet. These are the reasons why they've not called you. Sometimes this agency are still undergoing investigation, their license have been revoked, their license have been suspended, and all of that. Because some of these carers, when they enter the country, they get very, very angry. I cannot pay you £10,000, and then when I enter the country, there's no job. They get angry and they report the issue. And when they report, they start investigating the recruitment agency, the care agency. And as soon as they do that, the company is being under suspension or their license will be revoked. So anything can just come out from that. So that is why sometimes you see there's no reply for a long time, for how many months the recruiter will not respond to you. That's because sometimes they'll be like, you cannot recruit outside the UK again. And like there's so many things happening now. So, but nevertheless, do not give up. But it's tight. Guys, it's really tight getting a care job in the UK, honestly speaking. And you all know that so many persons are coming via the student route and they are switching their visas. And that is why sometimes when you go online, say care job with visa sponsor, they'll be like, we want people already in the UK, or we want dependents, stuff like that. So they just want people already in the UK to save them that stress. And with this latest update, no more recruitment from this particular country and all of that. So now it affects these people, because the fact that they say that agencies, because that is what they said, agency cannot recruit from outside the UK, from this particular country. Do you get? So now it's affecting. So it simply means that it simply means that you need to get a direct employment from a direct, maybe NHS trust or a direct care home. So all of this is affecting the system, and all of this is making people not to get this job these days. And that is why I always encourage people, why not try other countries? Because my friend will tell you that UK is saturated. It is, to be honest, it is. I'm not gonna lie, it is. But anyways, it's a choice. At the end of the day, you have to do what you have to do, isn't it? So, well, I just feel the need to make this video for you all to know what is happening, and for you guys to know that all these messages I've not been getting for a long time. Yeah, some of them, their license has been revoked, some of them suspension, some of them are still going under investigation. People get angry, people get frustrated and report these people. But anyway, that is it for today's video. If you find this video interesting and informative, do not forget to do the needful. Like, subscribe, and share. I'll see you guys in my next video. And again, do not forget to leave me a comment there. What kind of video you want me to make next. Bye!